As regular viewers of this channel might know, I have been a German citizen for about a year now. Among other things, this means that I could one day become Federal Chancellor. I mean, that's never actually going to happen, but it is theoretically possible. So this got me thinking. I've been spending all this time living in Germany, so maybe it's now time to think about giving something back. And being British born and therefore an immigrant, I feel that I can offer a fresh perspective on certain matters. And so I've decided to get involved in politics. I mean, not as Chancellor, obviously, that would be ridiculous. But I have decided that I will stand as a candidate in the next round of municipal elections in my village. Now, this may surprise a lot of you because I'm not exactly known for my strong political opinions, but I would of course be an independent, so I can avoid all of that party political nonsense. But obviously I still have a long list of policies that I would advocate, and I thought I'd go through some of them with you now. They probably won't mean much to you because of course they all relate to this little village, but you might find them interesting. First, we need a solution to the soil dump issue. There is simply nowhere for construction workers to legally dump soil, and with surrounding villages closing their dumps to outsiders, many workers are illegally dumping their soil in open country. I mean, for example, just out the back there, and this has to stop. Second, we need to plan road construction projects better. It seems to me that, we're just ripping up roads at random because we fear that if we don't, we might actually lose our state subsidies. And this is causing major headaches for many residents, and we need to find a better way around that. Okay, next, we should boost the local economy by more aggressively promoting our local speciality, which is cider. So I'm thinking of a nationwide advertising campaign with ads on TV and in the cinemas when they reopen. Which reminds me, if anyone needs somebody to make a TV ad, for example, I'm always available. Next, on the environment, I noticed that we have quite a few insect hotels around the village now, which is good, but occupancy rates are disappointingly low. So I propose an insect-friendly advertising campaign to attract more insect clients. We just need to find somebody to shoot the ads, obviously. All residents should be given the opportunity to learn English, so we need to make funds available for that. And on a completely unrelated note, my appointments diary is totally empty right now. Just thought I'd say that for no reason. Next on the list, there will be a new requirement for all residents over the age of 14 to have afternoon tea for half an hour every day. And I will also make it mandatory to have actual tea, the type we have in Britain, not these German infusions that don't in fact contain any real tea. Okay? I realise this means that we might have to import tea from Britain, but by coincidence, this is another one of my projects, totally unrelated. I am starting up my own tea importing business, so actually that's taken care of. And finally, we need to change the name of the village to be more in keeping with its newfound greatness on the world stage. It will be known as Rübersdorf. So that's what I'll be campaigning on, and I am very lucky and pleased to have as my campaign manager the wonderful April Scherzinger, with whom I am definitely not having an affair. So there you have it. In a few years from now, I aim to be the supreme ruler of Rübersdorf, and none shall stand in my way. Well, if you're still watching, then I expect you'll have realised by now what this is, but just in case you haven't, April Fool! And of course, one of the biggest clues was very carefully hidden in the name April Scherzinger, because of course, Aprilscherz is the German word for April Fool's joke.